Where are we? Can't see it.
Okay,
We live?
we are live. We've been live for like 6 seconds.
Oh,
Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, we're gonna play the opening.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.
Good morning, everyone. Did I break you already? I broke you already. We can't hear you. Broke you already. You gotta, yeah. All right. See you in a minute. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Let me go look at the comments. And I know Marco was here for a while, and Nationwide Coin Hunt showed up. There they are. Okay, Nationwide Coin Hunt. Hello, hello. Imperium Label, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Said hi to you, but it was in the wrong chat. Welcome, Chris Dyer, our mod. Doing awesome. Boom, boom. Soundwave. I went through and double checked your comments, Soundwave. None of them are in the spam filter, so they all pulled through. Judith L, good morning. You are doing a bang up job on that. I had to clear out the. There he is.
can you hear me now?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Lunch with Ian and Butch.
I'm over there.
He's over there.
I'm over there.
Nationwide, hello, Marco, Chris, Soundwave Man, Mick, hello, Lorna,
Ron.
lovely jubblies. Judith, hello, lovely, good morning. Disney, good morning.
And I will have you know, Patreon members that I have approved comments on are spamming the comments like crazy.
Are they really?
All going through. None of them are getting stuck in the filter anymore.
Excellent. So they're all getting the hang of it.
Yep.
We're all getting the hang of the new way of doing things.
Judith is kicking butt.
Excellent. Chippy Doodle Angela, good morning. And for Judith, we said, and yep. For everybody, Jack. Hello, Jack, Adam, Ron. Cool, look at that. Loads of people here. A1. Lovely. So many people.
Oh, hello, A1. He popped in while I wasn't looking. All right.
Bit wonky.
Bit wonky.
Go straight in with a giveaway. So what are the two totals? I'm going to write it down. So we've got normal.
Okay, the everybody giveaway is up to 1,600 points. And the Patreon member giveaway is up to 1,300 points. Those are both accumulated from yesterday.
Yeah.
We rolled them over.
We did. We rolled them over. We decided we're going to use the terminology rollover because no matter what we do, me and Butch, we can't get away from the blooming word.
Ooh, Mick said his big parcel arrived.
Hello, Michael. Excellent. Glad you've received it, mate. And I have a feeling you'll be happy with it. What is the title of the stream all about, Ian? Yes, we'll come to that. But first...
I'm making him do the business stuff first. We're doing the fun. So we can take it away.
So we'll have a little bit of fun first. We'll have a little bit of giveaway, and then we'll get on to what the title of the stream is about.
Do you want to go over the rules?
There are a few people out there that I'm talking to, and I do not want your money. We'll come to that. So, in a minute.
Rules?
Go over the rules. Go on then. Over to you.
No, no, no. I was gonna let you do it. Oh, the comment
Uh,
rules. Commenting on the comment picker.
oh yeah, commenting on the comment picker. So you've got a. So what we're picking out is we're just condensing it down to one per person, the number of unique comments, until we hit 10,000. Then when we hit 10,000, all the comments that are there will count as an entry for the big draw. If you got me. And so we've got. So at the moment we've got over 6,000 comments, I believe.
I
And
believe it was over 7,000 when I checked a few minutes ago.
oh wow, over 7,000. So we're getting
Let
to
me look.
10. So 3,000 more comments.
7,217, and last I checked, there were 3,500 in the spam filter, and about 3,400 of those were Judith.
Excellent. Judith.
So if you look through the comments and you see Judith,
Going
just
like
imagine how many are in this. No, she's got a few hundred in the spam filter, but she's kicking butt. She is kicking it.
Excellent. So Judith is giving Soundwave Man a run for his money. Morning,
Yes.
Ian. Hello, John. I'm very glad you're happy, Michael. That's the main thing.
It's
There's a
Gary
lot of
here this
people,
morning.
not a lot. There's
That's
one
all
or
right.
two people thought you wouldn't be.
You want to pull 30?
Well, no.
You want to pull 60 seconds?
So, 60 seconds from the 20 past. 60 seconds, Gary, if you're about. And the rules with this is, even if you've left a message already, even just like, 10 seconds ago, we pull you out as a winner. You still got to come on within 60 seconds and say, I'm here. Because you could have popped for a wee or put the kettle on or something.
If a short psychic broke out of jail, then you'd have a small, medium, at large.
So they're all getting into their jokes then. So we're going to end up with jokes of the day, aren't we? Because we're going to be reading
Small,
out
medium,
a couple
at
of
large.
jokes of the day.
It should be a psychic short person.
Come on, Gary. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it rolls over.
Aww.
So now we add 100. Oh, I forgot to do a bonus as well. So it's now 1,700.
All right, and Patreon has 27 unique comments.
So now we're on the Patreon draw. So, Judith, we've got a rollover for that one, for the next one. Now we're on the Patreon draw. It's going to be me. It's going to be me. And it's Soundwave Man. Soundwave Man, you have 60 seconds to say I'm here.
Oh, I know he's here. He's here.
He might have
And he
gone for a
said
week.
300. 300 is the comment.
300.
Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Marie, Judith, Lorna.
Come on, Soundwave Man. Don't make people think that you're going to make them think you're not here and then come in at the last second, because you might lose it according to my watch. So don't bugger about. Get in and say I'm here.
He's around here somewhere. He's just running to his phone, stumbling, trying to chat.
That's better.
Oh, why won't it open? I got to reload it. Oh, no. Why did they delete my comment? I'm here. I'm here. There he is. He's here. Congratulations, buddy. Now, I believe... Yeah, he is over there, and I'm not sure what level he is, but we will give him his times, too.
Oh, right. So, so he gets times 2.
Or his times also, yeah.
Or he gets times his Patreon membership, whatever that is.
I think he's a level 9, so I think it's going to be times 3. We'll go verify all that. I'm going to do these after the stream so I can take my time so there's no screw-ups.
Yeah, okay. So,
right.
So on the first one, see, it's a bit of a genuine gamble going on here, because with the first one we did a draw, and I consider that we won, right? So team TGBCH won because it was a rollover. So all it cost me is £1. So we put another 100 points in the kitty. So it only cost me £1 to have that draw, get you all involved, but it only cost me £1, right? Now with the other one, now that has cost me a minimum of £10 because now we've not only had we won, but we've got to start that off again now at 1,000 points, which costs me a tenner, cost TGBCH a tenner. So if we get a rollover, I'm like, yeah, because the giveaways only cost £1 touch. And if someone has a winner, oh, so a bit of an honest, you know, whereby we can both, I can actually cheer if we get a rollover because it's saving us money. And I can go, oh, if you win it because you're costing us money. See? Excellent. So Michael's very happy and he's going to be talking to Mick about doing an article, which is the kind of thing that we want. So that's really good. I think you're putting it in the wrong place, Chris. He says, I went to see a psychic the other day, but they were closed due to unforeseen circumstances. Bit subtle for some, that one. But Butch ain't got it yet. Went to see a psychic, Butch. Psychic, tell the future, but they were closed due to unforeseen circumstances.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah. I'm multitasking and reading. And, yeah. I was reading Nanny Sue.
So, Butch, can you check a point as did yesterday? Don't know if I've done it right. Does link you?
Yeah, it should take you straight to. Well, it takes you to
should be.
Patreon.
Yeah. Are you able to check that? Do you want me to tell you who Nanny Sue is, Butch?
No.
Do you know?
I don't, but I know everybody else who's on Patreon, so yeah. I do know her name if I thought about it for a second.
I'll tell you anyway. That's it. Hello, Marie. That's it. Just keep us on in the background. That's it. That's the idea. Get on with your day and keep us on in the background. You could look at it like a podcast. You know, I don't know exactly how a podcast works, but I do know that podcast is all verbal. It's not pictures. People just listen. You know, so you could do that with us. You could have us on doing your housework, washing up, doing the ironing, whatever. I must say, Marie, I didn't know people still did ironing. I haven't ironed in over 20 years, 30, 25 years, 30 years, something like that. I just wear my clothes as I wear them now and don't iron them. And nobody ever says anything. And on the odd occasion where somebody might, which is very doubtful because it's virtually never, I just say it's part of fashion. It's my fashion statement. You can wear anything nowadays and call it a fashion statement, and that's it. It's all right.
So, Nanny, the link for Patreon and the link for Discord are down below. The Patreon is the membership part, and Discord is the chat. But you're not on Patreon. I just checked.
So you're not on Patreon yet. Presumably, if you join us on, it don't matter what level, whether you join on the $3 level or the $100 level, it doesn't matter. Presumably, you have to put in some kind of card details or something.
Ah, I just
right?
found somebody else on Discord that I didn't see in there. I don't see her on Discord either. That's why I was going in and checking.
Okay, is that about right, Butch? If you're, no matter what level you're on, you will have had to have put in some credit card details or something.
Something would happen, and we'd get notified. But I don't have anything on her side, so I thought maybe she went into Discord only. So
it's the $3, so it's times 2. Okay, so Soundwave Man is times 2. he said he's the $3 tier, so he gets ×2. So because Soundwave Man is on the $3 tier, so that's the $3 a month that he signed up for, and that's $3, right? So how much is that in English money? It's about £2.50 a month, and already he's won an extra 1,300 points worth 13 quid.
Doubled.
Yeah, I'm saying an extra. So
Yeah.
because anybody would have won 1,300, but just because he paid $3, he got an extra £13 worth of points. So he's already, just on that one win, he's paid for 4 months membership extra, if you see what I mean. So it's worth your while coming over onto Patreon and supporting us onto Patreon and helping us get to that final target that we need to get to. And you'll notice that the bigger ones, thank you, Michael, and you'll notice that the bigger ones all of them will start having other things added and that. So even though you might be thinking of a bigger one, but not sure because of what's on it at the moment, there is going to be more added on. We'll be coming up with more features. I'm on puns now, Butch. My ex-wife still misses me, but her aim is steadily improving. Some of you, by the end of this, right, I bet you, some of you, by the time we get to this 10,000 subs floor,
we'll be able to entertain any kindergartner out there.
Yeah, you will have put in so many comments of jokes that you'll end up remembering so many. You could go and do stand-up for an hour. Nanny says, well, that's the thing. It didn't ask for any details.
So if you pledged a payment, then you won't see anything until the first of the month. If you actually pay the payment,
yeah,
then everything pops up. So I think what she did is pledge for the first, so she won't see anything till the first. You have to pay for the previous month.
Okay, so if you pledged for it, then that means that you're joining it next month.
But it should show us, yeah.
Go through it and pay for it, then that means you're joining us now.
I can spend some one-on-one with her after the show and get it all worked out too.
Okay, that's kind of you, Butch. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, there, she just asked. I'm a mind reader.
There you go. All sorted. All sorted. Morning, Tracy. Yes, Tracy. 500,000 points, and it was you that was pulled out as a winner. Where you been?
But it's rolled over.
And it's rolled over.
That's
going to be the thing, isn't it? Every time someone comes in and goes, oh, have I missed anything? People are going to go, yeah, you won 30,000 points and you wasn't here.
You're welcome, Nanny.
Right, so I need a Jimmy.
Okay.
How about playing an advert or
Why don't
two?
we play the ad?
And then I'll come back and tell you why some of you I really don't want your money.
Then I'll give you the stage for a while. Sweet.
Huh?
I said then I'll give you the stage for a while.
Yes. Then I'll have the stage. Stage is for Butch now.
Oh, stage for the advert.
Kelly.
All right. Pulling out.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.
Now, the next word in that song is, I think it's goodbye or good night, but he does this high-pitched kind of hangout thing, and it's funny if you try to sing it. I actually have the full song posted in Discord. So if you want the full song to hear it, it feels like an 80s kids fantasy movie, but it's still funny. Yeah, we'll get it all figured out. No worries. I still got to get my wall painted too. green screen didn't work. Oh. Okay, so comments, both comment videos are in the description, and Lorna and Chris have been posting them, so comment those as many times as you want. Patreon is in the description, Discord is in the description, and he's back, so alright, make sure everything
Hello
works.
again.
Okay.
Right, we're back.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Okay, I'm going to pull out, so my mic's going to be off. But if you need me, holler. It just takes me a second to get back. But I'll be sitting here.
Okay. No worries. So, as you know, there's been lots and lots and lots of dramas, and you know, I just keep calling it all dramas and everything else, and lots of it. And some of it, unfortunately, was unavoidable. Some of it was avoidable, and some of it was just mistake after mistake compounding. Thank you. How are you finding that, by the way?
I've done 2015, there's not many of them, but someone's put 4th and 5th in together, so I've had to resort the whole lot.
Oh, okay.
Like, the uncirculated ones are pitted, so I can't really use them. I've got marks on.
Yeah.
So I've picked out what I need to do the COAs, and then everything else I've just left as that. 2015 is new, isn't it? Really? Yeah. Let's get right to 2009.
So I'll come to that in a bit, what we're doing. So we're sorting out a load of pennies if one of you wanted to ask later. Soundwave man, I think you're putting the jokes in the wrong place. But, you know, it's up to you. But they're wasted there. You want to be over there. Have the other screen open. But then you can't be doing the comments while you're listening to me, can you? This is true. So lots of dramas, lots of dramas. Some of the things could have been avoided. I made mistakes. Other people made mistakes, and you know, some things, well, they sort of got made in. There was mistakes made, and then it just went off on all sorts of grenades going off everywhere. And apart from the day that it all sort of happened, and I lost my feel a bit, and I erupted and embarrassed and shamed myself with some of the naughty words that I said at the time. And I did say a few choice naughty words. I did. Apart from then, I think I've held myself in quite a respectable way. I think I've been quite professional. I think I've been decent and courteous, and even when I've been annoyed and angry, I think I've still dealt with it in the correct way. Even when I've come back and I've answered stuff, I've dealt with it, I think, in a proper and correct way. Even when my wife was attacked verbally, I dealt with that, I think, in a professional and a correct way. And I will. Excuse me. But all the way through, it's constant, it's non-stop. And I know it's non-stop because I have so many people telling me, and I'm not interested and I don't watch, and all the rest of it. So, and I keep giving loads and loads of leeway. You see, I know, there's a couple of things I know, there's lots of stuff I don't know, but there are some things I absolutely know, right? I know that when it all went sour, I know there were a few people that like me that suddenly weren't very enamoured with me and said so. And I know that. And I don't mind that. That's cool. And I hold nothing against anybody for that. Nothing at all. Not any of the people that maybe got it wrong, maybe got brought into it, whatever. And they might be embarrassed about what they said now. No, not at all. I don't hold anything against that because I totally understand that because of what happened, it was explosive, it was unreal, it was surreal, it was just an interference in a community, etc., etc., etc. And I understand all of that. It was people getting caught up in the moment. Getting caught up in a moment, misunderstanding, maybe seeing me in a light they didn't like, and so on. And me going off my nut that night probably didn't help matters much, did it? You know, it didn't help people like me more when I just went and completely lost it that night over what was happening. So it was easy for me to be able to like just let that go, try and deal with it as best I can, and try and let people see bit by bit, gently, the fact that actually they got it a bit wrong, and I'm not what I was painted out to be, and I haven't done the things wrong that some people have said I've done, and all of the catty, nasty stuff that was said about charity monies and, you know, me spending charity monies on wee whiskey and things like that, all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, I just dealt with it to a point. I didn't care, and it was proven that I did pay, because when I put it over to everybody else understood, I guess, the seriousness of it all. You know, and like when I sent it out to the money to Steve for the charity we did with Steve and Angela, and I sent the money to Bungle, and I sent the money to Warren. That's me going, yeah, the money's no problem. There you go. But I'll give it to the people that I was helping raising for. Let them pay everybody. And they all understood how serious it was then once they've got the money, because now, you know, they need to show that they paid the money, right? And most of them, you know, I got the proofs from all of them. I got the proofs from Stevie Fraser, and I got the proofs from Bungle that the charity monies were paid, and were very quick to do so, right? They didn't hang about, they did it straight away. So, but I got a lot of flack for that, and I got a lot of flack for a lot of other stuff. And whilst I'm getting all of this flack, and not only I'm getting the flack, but our team, members of our team, are getting flack. They're getting flack publicly, and they're getting flack privately. If you can hear me, Nanny Sue, refresh your screen. You know, I've taken a lot of flack privately and publicly. I expect that. In fact, I think to a certain degree I deserve it to a point. But I don't think the people that help me and that have been supportive of me deserve to be attacked verbally or physically, for that matter. And so all of this has got me thinking, because through all of this, I think I've been professional, respectful, courteous, and fair. Absolutely believe that I have. Even to the point of people like Warren, who are, you know, you all know, I've got no real time for anymore. We fell out, and we fell out in a way that was very nasty. It's a shame. And he went on and did a lot of nasty, vile stuff. I chose not to. I've mentioned his name a few times, like I'm mentioning it now. There's no vile, nasty, vicious, unfiltered videos going up from me about anybody in their camp, apart from saying a few choice things of the way that I see things. Anyway, throughout all of this, I think, no, I haven't. No, I haven't, David. I think, and it's not my business to go and ask him. Let other people go and ask him. I'm not getting involved with it. I paid. I proved it. That'll be it for me. And I said at the time, if anybody says I didn't pay anybody, I didn't pick Warren. I said anybody. If anybody says I haven't paid them, I will show the payment online. That's what I said. Everybody understood that. That was not me threatening any bullying behaviour or anything else. That's me saying if anybody says I'm a liar and I didn't pay after I paid, then I would show the transaction. I think that's fair enough. Warren was the only person who messaged me privately and told me not to show the transaction. Nobody else messaged me. Why would they? Because they're going to pay it. Bit subliminal. So, all the way through this, I still let people have their birthday points. I still let people use vouchers and free points and join in competitions and all the rest of it. And then I decided, you know, enough's enough. And I'll tell you what made me decide enough's enough. What made me decide enough's enough is that me and my friend John, we nearly had a verbal fallout. Came close to it. First time in all this time, we came close to it. Because of all of this drama. And how the reason that me and John nearly fell out was because John got so sick of it that he just thought, no, I'm not having this anymore. He got so sick of seeing and listening to some of the vile stuff that's being said. And he just decided one night, the other night, he decided on a particular stream, a filter went and he turned into a keyboard warrior for an hour or two or whatever it was. And he defended himself and he defended us and he defended the team and he defended the people that were being attacked verbally and all the spitefulness and everything else. Now, you might think, well, why would you fall out with John over that? And the reason is because each and every person that is part of my team, this is my team, right? Each and every person in my team has got a job. And dealing with the kind of crap that's been going on for months and months, dealing with hate, dealing with marketing, dealing with sales, dealing with people, dealing with all of this, that's my job. This is my job. And what John did was, without realising it, because he got so angry, and you know, you got to be in John's corner a bit and go, well, quite rightly so. You know, who wouldn't get bloody angry? If I was John, I would have got angry, and then I would have been falling out with whoever was me. You know, I don't blame John for turning into a blooming keyboard warrior, defender. But here's the thing. That's my job. I don't want anybody in my team having anything to do with that. And what this does is it proves, as I said to John, it proves what I've been saying for the last couple of months. If you watch it, you are giving it a view. You're letting them get an extra view. If you watch it and you listen to it, you may very well hear something you don't like. And if you hear something you don't like, you're going to want to react. And then you're going to react. But you are, even though you are quite rightly defending yourself, every word you say, you are speaking for TGBCH. And I do not want people to speak for TGBCH in that way. Yes, John was arguing and defending and himself and others, but at the same time, everybody knows that John is TGBCH. So every word that comes out of his mouth, every word he types is TGBCH, and that I am not happy with, because that is my job. My job. Mick has got a job. If all of a sudden John started doing Mick's job, where would Mick, what if all of a sudden Mick started doing Butch's job, crossing over, how long before the pieces start falling apart? How long before the cogs start going out of sync? Because those cogs have got to remain in sync all of the time, 24 hours a day. And if any of them cogs go out of sync, the machinery starts breaking down. So everybody, it is so important that everybody that is helping us, everybody that works for us, everybody that is important to us, they do their own role. It would be ridiculous to get John suddenly steaming in trying to do Butch's role in building up the merchandising shop, and it would be ridiculous Butch suddenly coming in trying to do Mick's job. And if any member of my team, and I am speaking directly at this moment to every single person in my team, none of which know that I'm going to say any of this, in speaking to them, any of this kind of crap, any of this kind of revenge, any of this retaliation, you have got to keep it in check and you have got to let me do my job. Please don't any of you get involved and end up doing what John just did and turning yourself into a keyboard warrior for a moment, because you will regret it. It's anger, and it's anger pouring out of you that you will regret at some point. So please don't do that. And I'm speaking directly to the people that support us, the team, even people that support us, even the people that are not part of the team, they just support us, and you get very angry at some of the stuff that's said. Please don't. You know, if I would ask you to do anything, it would be, don't give it a thumbs down. Don't give it a thumbs up. Don't give it a thumbs anything. Don't watch it. Don't leave a comment on it. If you don't interact, their numbers go down. If you continually interact and watch and listen and thumbs down and comment and get involved in keyboard worrying, all you're doing is buying into it. You know, I know this might sound a bit pathetic to some, but as I said to John, do you know what? That time you spent doing that, you could have spent that time sharing on Facebook. You could have spent that time making a Twitter account and then just sharing our pages on Twitter. That would have done us a lot more benefit than turning into a keyboard warrior because your fizzy pop bottle's gone up. You filled up your fizzy pop bottle. Like me, like the rest of us, you've not noticed that you ain't got much room left in your fizzy pop bottle, and that night it went pop. And you know, that is not good. That is not good. We mustn't descend into that kind of stuff. And it's what's happened with John that's made me realise that although I'm dealing with it in my own way, and I'm saying to everybody, look, let me do my job. Maybe everybody's not seeing the way that I do my job as I am. And there were certain things I pointed out to John when we was talking, and he was like, no, I didn't see that. I didn't see you doing that or whatever. So, and maybe in a way to the likes of John and other people within the team, maybe I'm not moving fast enough in dealing with some of this. And do you know what? If any of you are thinking that, you're absolutely right. I think I have delayed a bit too long. I think I've been over fair to the point of being silly, because I'm just expecting all of the people to just realise they've been led up the garden path, they've been lied to, and all the rest of it, and just they would all drift back and no, I'm done. I mean, somebody said to me that was at the Royal Mint, said to me, there are people that went on the Royal Mint trip that actually feel bad, feel guilty, want to talk to you. Talk to me then. Ring me up. I hold no grudges. I promise you. Every single person that went on that Royal Mint trip, every single person, so I know I'm reaching the right people, every single person, I promise you, without discrimination, I hold no grudges. No grudges against the people that went off and wrote unpleasant things at first because they got caught up with a moment. No grudges whatsoever. It's the people that are doing it now. I think I've given you enough time. I've given you 3 months, nearly, to realise, and enough's enough. So, so there are no more chances. And you know, if I'm delaying what should be done to the point of allowing people that are normally not in any way, shape or form keyboard warriors get so angry that they turn into one, then all right, maybe although it is my job, maybe I'm not doing my job quite right. Maybe I'm just not doing it good enough. And I need to have a think about it and I need to step up. And so that's what I'm doing. Bit subliminal. That's exactly what I'm doing. So it's my job to deal with them. I don't want anybody else dealing with them. Any of you that have been doing and are thinking of doing, have been defending me, please don't. I don't want you to. I don't want you to go over onto streams and defend me. Don't want you to do that. Not them kind of streams. No, 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 no. Not them kind of streams. Don't give them the hit. Don't give them the view. You will regret watching. You will regret listening. It will wind you up. If you don't watch it, if you don't listen to it, you don't know what's being said. You can't hear what's being said. You can't get angry. So please, don't watch it. Anybody out there that doesn't like me, what do I say? Jog on, do one, don't watch it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Because all it's going to do is wind you up. That's why I don't watch them. Because all it's going to do is wind me up. I'll deal with it in another way. So we're going to get a little bit more, what's the word? A little bit more strict, right? We've got strict with the rules, and for people that don't know about that, go and have a look at the video that says new rules. That tells you the new rules. That tells you certain people ain't going to be allowed to win prizes. It means I am going to heavily discriminate. But unlike other people, I don't discriminate, just discriminate. I'll tell you I'm going to discriminate. When I do something, I'll tell you I'm going to do it, and I'll tell you why. And there are certain people that are going to get discriminated against. Don't want you. I don't want your money. Your money's no good in here. It's no good in my shop. No matter how desperate I am, no matter how bad my business is, I could be on the street with no food, no drink, and there are certain people, I do not want your money. I'll throw it back in your face. That's how angry all of this has made me. So we're going to start, you know, and again, all of this has come about sort of in the last week with some of the things that have been going on in the last week. Remember, Warren won the silver proof and he wasn't happy at what he got. And then he started moaning because he didn't have a COA with it. I didn't even know it didn't have a COA with it because I never opened the box. And he knows that because he got the box as it came to me, delivered in the post to me without me even opening the box. So he knows I haven't opened it. I haven't even opened it to look at it and even touch it. But he moaned about the COA. I said, send it back. Send it back. Not happy, send it back. I'll give you the points back. I don't mind. Go and spend it on something else instead of raffle tickets. You know? So you can try and be fair. You can try and please all the people as much as you can, but no matter what you do. And then someone else won. I'm not going to mention their name at the moment, but someone else won, and they won a £100 prize, and I decided because somebody said they was having a hard time to give them a £200 prize, and then they went and complained. You know, and some of the words they were using, they were Warren's words. I know that, I can see that. It's like, you know, you ain't got to be that educated to see that you're almost talking to the same person. Not if being impersonated. What I could see was that person's been talking to that person, and that person's probably been G'd up to send an email, which has made them look stupid. And that person is now blocked from our stream, so they can't win any points. All because Warren has G'd them up and told them a load of rubbish and falsehoods and wound them up a little bit. And now that person can't win anything. And if they want to get unblocked, they've got to go through the process that we talked about the other day. And it's a shame. But that's what's going to happen. You can't appreciate it, excuse me. You can't appreciate what we give you. I appreciate your money when you spend it. If you can't appreciate what you get back, that no one else, by the way, within the coin industry, anywhere else in the world, right now, gives you, you can't appreciate that, jog on, go and do one. I don't want your money. To the point where, the other day, I said some of these people, they can still go and use their points, they can still use vouchers, they can still spend money in my shop. Do you know what? No, you can't. Don't want you. So the first one that's going to go, Butch, are you there? Butch.
I'm here.
Can you do me a favour?
Of course.
Can you find Warren Light's account on our site and disable it?
All right, let me go look for it.
Go. That's the kind of stance I'm going to take. Before anybody out there starts whole moaning and groaning and crying and all that over it, let me tell you something I learned when I did a menial, low-life job of a bouncer.
Customer account disabled.
Thank you very much, Butch. You can go back to doing whatever you was doing.
Just listening to you.
Right. I've had all sorts of jobs in my life, and one of these days we'll do a stream, and I'll do a stream and I'll recount every job I've ever had, and it will blow your mind. Really will. So many. And one of those jobs has been a bouncer. And I don't say that from a point of view of aren't I hard because I was a bouncer. I wasn't a bouncer that had punch ups. Nobody ever punched me. I had a nail nearly go through the middle of my head once. I'll get over the head from behind. But nobody ever punched me. I never punched anybody else. So I wasn't that kind of a bouncer. But I learned a lot. I like to learn, and I like to watch people. You know, and you get to learn an awful lot about people. And not only that, you get to learn a bit about the rules and regulations, right? So as a bouncer, you get to learn, for example, that every single shop has the right to say, I don't want to serve you. They have that right. Every shop in your high street has the right, the legal right, to say, your name ain't on the door, you ain't coming in. I don't want to serve you anymore, thank you, bye-bye. Every single shop has the right to do that. The legal right to do that. And that is not discrimination. That is not counted as discrimination. If I go into my local shop and I upset the bloke that much, he's got the right to say to me, Ian, I do not want you ever to come in my shop again. You are barred. English business owners. No, that made it sound like only English. Business owners in this country, doesn't matter who you are, business owners in this country have the right, no matter who they are, they have the right to say to someone else, your money ain't no good in my place of business. And from this moment on, your money, Warren, it ain't no good in my place of business. You can go off and you can do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't care how vile you get and all the rest of it. But the reason that I've come to taking this kind of a stance is I also know that there is a disabled person who uses 2 crutches that was threatened with physical violence by Warren on text. That proof is there. Now, you're going down a serious road now. You know, serious road. This is serious business. We've had threats of suicide. We've had threats of self-harm. We've now got threats of physical harm to other people. I've had violent abuse towards my wife and all the rest of it. And there are those of you out there, that are watching this stream right now who are not involving themselves in comments, etc., letting everybody know who you are. But you are there and you are watching us right now. And you are stupid enough to continue following that kind of someone who is exuding that kind of behaviour. Now, if you're stupid enough to continue following that and getting involved with that, that's fine. You have that right. You have the undeniable right to follow somebody that is vile, nasty, abusive, threatening, and all that kind of stuff. You want to follow them, you follow them. And up to a point, I allowed you to still take advantage of our good nature, our deals, our website, our point system, and so on. No. Done. That's done. So, one by one, you are not only going to be blocked from entering competitions and getting involved in talking in our stream, you're not only going to get involved in that, you're not getting involved in that, but you're going to be disabled, you're going to be blocked. You open another account, I'll block it. And understand this, neither Warren nor any of his followers have enough money between them to even make me feel like getting my ass out of bed to serve you in the morning. There is no amount of money you could promise spending in my shop. Silly little text I used to get from Warren telling me I'm losing so much business and all the rest of it, as if I need your business. Don't need it, don't want it, don't want your money anywhere near me, don't want your channel anywhere near me, and don't want any of your followers' channels anywhere near me, and don't want any of their money anywhere near me. All that stuff has done. Another reason I've allowed it to continue for so long, stretching it as long as I possibly could, simply business, simply personal, is to say, I wanted to give it long enough to see how many people realise the mistake and how many people actually really wanted to stick over there with it. And now I know. So it's time to change it up, isn't it? It's time to deal with it and sort it out. We're not going to stand for it. So, you know, now I've been trying not to mention Warren's name so many times, but it is so difficult because we all know that at the moment I am talking about Warren's camp and the sides. Now, I never believed in sides, don't want any sides, right? Didn't want any sides, and I kept saying all the way through this, there's no sides, there's no picking sides. You want to watch Warren and people like Warren, go over there and watch them. You want to come and watch me? Come and watch me. I've said this from the beginning. Don't want no sides. But you see, the minute it comes to my attention that one of you is threatening physical violence against anybody in TGBCH except me, because I can handle that, I can take that, and I don't care. No amount of threats of physical violence will ever bother me. But it does bother me when you start doing it to people that are helping. And some people that are helping and they're not putting any money in. Right? Now you're crossing a line. You are crossing a line that when I consider someone's crossed that line, you don't come back from that line, you're gone. Boom, bye. And anybody involved with Warren, I'm giving you one last chance. I'm giving you one last chance to stand back and think about who and what you are backing. Because you are backing somebody that is going off threatening physical violence to people that are no more than coin collectors and helpers in a coin collecting market. Warren thinks he can build his channel attacking Ian. And he thinks that because he sees me building my channel attacking 288 and Royal Mint. Now, he's not understanding it correctly, because I do attack 288 and I do attack the Royal Mint, but that's not how I built my channel, and it's not what I built my channel on, and it's not all I've got to say. I've got a lot to talk about, a lot of different things. I have a lot to talk about Royal Mint 288, yes, but I have I forgot what I was going to say then, because I just saw a sort of a comment there, and I don't want anybody to feel bad. I really don't want anybody to feel bad about the fact that they got caught up with it in the beginning. None of you should feel bad. None of you, because that's sort of a bit humanistic, isn't it? It's a bit life. You know, if you go and chuck a grenade somewhere, people scatter in all directions, and it all goes a bit wonky in the mind. So nobody should be berated in any way whatsoever for the fact that they went off half-cocked or got it wrong or said something unpleasant about me, and they now, oops, didn't mean to, see you right, Ian, it's okay. That, no problem whatsoever of any of those people. None. Right, I drew that line in the sand ages ago and said, it's no problem. I understand. I've only got a problem with the people now. The people now that are still following a man who has been vile and nasty and evilistic on camera. A man that has gone off again and again and again. And I haven't even watched these streams, But I don't hear anybody telling me, Ian, you're wrong, he hasn't done that. So it's not a bad bit of guesswork, is it? Because I haven't watched any of the streams, even though I know he watches every single one of mine. I don't watch any of his. None at all. And I don't watch them for the reasons I gave you earlier on, because I will not give them an extra hit, and I don't want to get myself wound up. But it is important to go over all this stuff and to tell you why I'm taking the actions that I'm taking. And I'm putting my foot down now with a firm hand, because physical violence has been threatened. Not having it. So this is another reason why I spoke on air, publicly, not just privately to the team, but I've spoken publicly to the team, because I want everybody to know that anybody and everybody from the team, if you are a supporter of mine in any way, shape or form, and you go off and you get involved in any of that, number one, it will only end in tears. Number two, it will rebound on me, because they can't have a go at you, so they'll try and have a go at me, or because they can't have a go at me, so they will come down on you, and it will be more than you can bear. I can deal with it, because it's part of my job. I've dealt with that kind of rubbish as part of my job for many, many years. You know. So, could you put a link up, Butch? Could you put a link up? Hello, mate.
Hello there.
It's important that A, everybody leaves it to me, and B, you don't involve, because I don't want you bringing anything back on yourselves. Right? And that's all that can possibly happen. So we've got a little bit of a coin hunt going on today as well. Get off my soapbox and tell you that's the reasons why I've done. Pardon me, Warren's money is no,
very well, is it?
and anybody else that follows Warren, your money's no longer welcome. Your business is not welcome at our site. I don't want you part of our tubes and all the rest of it. And if any of you have got the courage of your convictions, you won't wait for us to ban you. You'll just come forward, send us a message and say, you know, I'm one of the people you were talking about. I'm one of Warren's followers. I'd like you to ban me, please. Let's just cut to the chase. That would do us nice. You know, lovely jubbly. Tell us who you are and I'll disable your account. You know, and let Warren and all those people that are into vile, nasty, horrible ways of talking and dealing with people and behind the scenes threats and all the rest of it, let them give you the free gifts. I bet you don't get many. So what we've got is my mate John's come in on a Wednesday just to do a bit of a coin hunt, because he's managed to get hold of 2 bags of 50p's.
Oh, nice.
And this gives me a opportunity while he's getting ready to talk about something that I'm going to be doing with the 50p's. As you know, I am going to be doing the TGBCH on a lot of stuff. Now, I do get people saying to me, Ian, forget all this stuff. When you're going to bring some. Thank you, Rebecca. I've just got a message from Rebecca. Thank you, Rebecca. I will check in a bit. 50p's. So, some people said, yeah, all that, but we need some new stock and all the rest of it. I've got to say, the biggest source of business for us at the moment is in the COAs that we've just invented and started doing. Our biggest source of sales is in the COAs. Butch sees what sales we get. He'll tell you that is our biggest source of sales at the moment. So that's what I'm going to pander to. I'm not going to pander to what I get the least amount of sales in. I'm going to pander to what I get the most amount of sales in. And so we're going to be doing a lot more of the COAs. That means I'm going to be doing a lot more of the other coins. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to get me on this, but see if you can follow me. So at the moment, we have various 50p's listed for sale. They could be anything from Boy Scouts to Christopher Ironside to whatever. I'm going to do all these with a COA. So we're going to take them all off sale off our site. Take them all off sale. because remember, I can only do 1,000 of each coin. I haven't got 1,000 of each coin in stock, and I'm not going to list 1,000 of each coin and get into making advance orders of those. That might be too problematic. So what we're going to do is we are only going to do 1,000 of each coin in stock, but as we relist them, we're only going to relist low quantities at a time so that we can keep on top of the sales and the stamping. Now, I've got to say this because the recent release by us of the penny and one thing and another, it's great. It's a great idea, and you're doing exactly what I want you to do, is just buy into it and all the rest of it. But I've already created a backlog of work. And if I just, which is why I haven't done the new COAs this week, it was too fast. I was obviously trying to do too much too quick. And if I carry on listing more and more, you carry on buying more and more into the new ones that I list, which a lot of you will, it means that we're just going to create a bigger and a bigger backlog. So we want to get through the backlog that we've created first. And in order to do it right, we're going to only list the quantities that we've got. So what that will mean is, essentially, unlike before, every single time we do a coin hunt, we actually need every single commemorative coin that we find. There isn't a commemorative coin that he's going to find that I don't want now because of the new COA idea. Do you see what I mean? So over the next week, all of the 50p's that we've got will come off of the site, and then we will restart the 50p listings again as a COA listing with what we've got in stock, or with a low amount, so that we can control the sales, the number and speed of sales. And then we'll list some, sell some, put some more in quantity, sell some more, put some more in quantity, sell some more, so that we can try and get it right, like a nice little production line. List them, sell them, list them, sell them, list them, sell them, send them, send them, send them, and so on. So that's coming, and I'm going to apply that to all of the 50p's and all of the £2, and then that's going to make our 50p and £2 hunts brilliant, because the only thing we will sell on them is COAs. Got it? That's what I'm going to do. And there's lots of stuff coming off our site. We've got listings on our site that have got old eBay stuff in it and all that kind of thing, this is one of them. This is the navy that we're doing. That Butcher's got up there, and this is the navy with a COA 200 of each one, and that's sort of we're on the case of that again. I went and created myself a little bit of a backlog, so I'm a bit behind. And that's probably the most expensive set that we do, because if you want a full set, that's 75 quid. So that's the most expensive set that we do. But I also value the Belfast at 25 quid anyway. Ian Rossiter says that he can't get on the link, Butch, to the Patreon site, I think. Okay, the penny one. This is one we're working on at the moment. Now, what we're doing with the penny listing, with the pennies, is we are literally, and again, creating a bit of a backlog of work, pardon me, which is why the 2p hasn't been listed yet, and it'll be another week or two. Because what we're doing now is we're going through, I've got thousands and thousands and thousands for every single year of the penny. But of course, what we've never done is separate the quality too much, because we've dealt with thousands of them. So we're now going through the years one by one, and we're separating the quality, so that basically the people that buy the COAs will get the best quality penny. If somebody comes along and buys a good condition circulated penny, then they're going to get a good condition circulated penny, but they're not going to get the best conditioned in the box, because that is we're giving the COAs the best that we've got out of the box, if you see what I mean. So we're trying to give the quality of the COA coins, even though they're circulated, we're trying to give you the best quality that we can. You know, sometimes you'll get an uncirculated, well, not uncirculated, it'll be a bright, shiny penny because it's hardly ever been used, but it might have just like a little mark on it or a mark on the other side, you know, so we'll pull those out because they're pretty good. But the stamping is coming up all right, and I'm doing loads of it. As soon as I come off the stream, I'll be doing loads more stamping or sorting out loads of coins. Stamping tomorrow, sorting coins out today. Shall we have another giveaway, shall we, Butch? Look at that, we've been on an hour.
You want to do another giveaway?
Yeah, shall we do one?
Sure, sure.
Okay, so now, for those that this is a giveaway for everybody. A giveaway for everybody, right? And I'm going to get you to write something.
Wait, stop.
Yeah.
We just hit 50 viewers.
Get in.
50 people watching. 51.
Wow.
New record. Okay, so you want to do a giveaway?
Our show's doing well then. 50, yeah, I want to do a giveaway. Ron said, are you saying you're only going to be selling COAs moving forward? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there are certain products that there is just, I wouldn't have enough to do both COAs and sell them separate. And to be perfectly honest with you, and this is purely a business decision, the likes of Boy Scouts, Presidency, Christopher Ironside, Girl Guides, and a whole bunch of others are really sort of $2.95, $3.95 coins, but with a COA they're $4.95 coins, and I'm not selling them, so I might as well use them, put a letter on them, and sell them at $4.95 with a COA, and sell the ones that I've got in stock. That's going to help us, you know. So I'm moving forward in the future. Will I get more packaged and all the rest of it? Yes, of course I will. I will get all of that, but I have to make various adjustments on the fly and various adjustments as we go along. Hello, Stevie boy. Nice to see you, mate. Ian, you remind me of one of the people that did the Hatton Garden robbery. Oh, thanks very much, Emma. I've been a naughty boy from time to time, but I promise you, I've never gone down that road. I can promise you. Right, so I'm going to get you to write a word now. So everybody hold off on the comments for a second, right? Don't say anything for a minute. Right, so I'm going to give you something to write down. If you write this down, you don't have to do this, but if you do this and write it down, you only got to do it once, just one per person. Write it down, and then if you win and you've written down what I asked you to write down, then you'll get an extra 100 points, right? So what I want you to write down is 10p conspiracy. So write 10p conspiracy in any way you like. Write 10p conspiracy. You can write 10 pence conspiracy, 10p conspiracy, whatever you like. Write 10p conspiracy there, and if you write that there and we pull your name out, you will get an extra 100 points. Otherwise, the pot is 1,700 points, right? So, you know.
This is the comment video. It's also in the description.
Yep. That's it. So we've got people doing it. 10p conspiracy, 10p conspiracy. That's what I want you to write. 10p conspiracy, exactly like that. Just like Judith has done, just like Ailey's done, just like Nanny Sue's done, just like Ian's done, right? And just like Mick has done even, you know, that's fine. That's it. All of those is quite right. That's what we want. Okay, so we're going to pull a winner. And if the winner we pull is one of you that's written that, you'll get an extra 100 points.
Look at that. 7,200, 7,500 comments.
Wow. Some of you have been busy.
And we're pulling it.
Me.
Oh, get the timer ready.
Me.
Kian collects.
Ian collects.
I haven't seen him today.
That's not the first time.
You must have
Ian, you have got 60 seconds. You have now got 50 seconds to come forward and say, I'm here. And did he write down the thing? See, so even if you write down like I've just told you to, right? So this is being clear now. So the last person I see that wrote anything was John Warren. He wrote John Warren 10p Conspiracy. So if his name was pulled out, you might think, well, he should automatically have it. No, he's still got to say, I'm here. You get it? Right, so we've got another 10 seconds left. No, we don't pull a new one, Emma. I'll show you what happens in a minute. And time's up. So, Kian won 1,700 points, but he wasn't here. So now, and he obviously wasn't any of you, so I don't give that 100 points away. So we add 100 points rollover now. So now we add 100 points rollover. And the next one starts at 1,800 points.
Goes a little quicker.
And is this the Patreon one?
Patreon starting at 1,000 points. Paul Radford.
Paul Radford.
You guys got to get more comments on it. Paul's just nailing it. This is like the 3rd time in a row.
And Paul, you've got another 50 seconds to come forward.
Paul is not a Patreon.
Oh, Paul is not Patreon.
It is a rollover.
It is a rollover, not Patreon.
Boom.
Boom. So now we have 1,100.
All right.
See you later, Mick. Thank you.
All right. I will be back in a second.
Yeah, no worries. How we doing, John? Can you hear me, John? Can you hear me because you can hear me from up the stairs, or because you can hear me through your... Oh, you can hear me through the computer then. Cool. No. But I can hear you if you just talk like that up the stairs. So if you want my attention, wave your hand or shout. Yeah, go on. Let's have a little look at what you've got so far. Perfect. That's where you need to hold it. Lovely. Vote. Not easy to get hold of the vote. If you find a vote, save everyone you can. Library, lovely. Libraries are worth just saving. You don't get as many of them as you used to. Boy Scouts. All these are actually, I've always said all these are worth saving, all of them. People's Act, they made too many of them, but just, you know, I'm still going to have to save them now. Lovely. Paddington at the Palace. All these ones I'm going to have to save. Even Benjamin Bunny. Oh, no, not Benjamin Bunny, because Benjamin Bunny is the one that... we'll keep it, though, John, because we need a couple more. But Benjamin Bunny we won't be stamping, because that's the one that Bungle stamps. That's, I said I wouldn't do Benjamin Bunny. Tail of Peter Rabbit. Okay, that's a bit common, Tail of Peter Rabbit. Tiggy Winkle. Tiggy Winkle is another good one to save. That's it so far. I don't think you could find more than... Is there a parcel down there for me, John? I need a little Jimmy. So do you want to play the advert and talk about Patreon for a second, and talk about Discord, Butch.
Okay.
Yeah, talk about, because that's one thing I can't talk about.
It's chat room. No.
Chat room.
All right. See you in a few minutes. All right. I saw something about Paul. Paul posted in, but I was going to scroll up and see what was going on with that, but I'm sure you guys already told him. John's not muted. His audio is out. For some reason, it doesn't like his phone. I think we're having the same problem with audio last time too. Unless he has himself muted. No, it would tell me if he had himself muted. Hold it right there. Alright. So Discord can be a little intimidating. But it's just chat rooms. And we're able to do all kinds of stuff in there along with the chat rooms. So it's kind of fun. If you join the Discord link down below, that gets you into the first tier. There's a bunch of chat rooms in there, people hanging out. And then if you go to Patreon, oops, losing that one. If you go to Patreon and subscribe, you get more levels inside of the Discord, so more access. And that's just one of the benefits of becoming a Patreon member is the access to the Discord and more access to us when we're offline. But 50 bucks and more. Okay, that one's just now coming up with them. You get free shipping, which is cool, and that can be used with points. So if you got a lot of points, it'd be worth it getting to that level. Break in on that free shipping. How does one become a wrench? Yeah, I don't know. You have to talk to the council about that. No. As far as I know right now, we only have officially the 2. And then team members, people who are working in the team, can have the wrench if they want. No, nannies. The Patreon is a membership. That's our membership thing. That's helping support us and giving us a monthly pledge to do what we do. And for that, we give you rewards. And one of those rewards is access to a private chat server. And that's just one of the levels. You can get on the server without a Patreon membership, but you can't get access to the extras that are in there.
Hello.
Yeah, I got that, Nanny. Yeah, YouTube scanner. I understand. I'm odd. Yeah, no, we only have the 2, and then the team members have a choice if they want one. I'm not.
You're a naughty girl, you are, Rebecca.
I don't have the mic up close today.
Eh?
It's 5:30 a.m. in the morning, so I'm kind of being quiet. So yeah, it's a fresh shave, silly. So that's why I glow.
I've been sent a little present.
Oh, what do we have? Mail bomb?
Rebecca's been a naughty girl, she has.
Oh, Rebecca.
And she's bought me something. Oh, look at that.
Oh, now the house has chocolates.
What a chocolate. I've got one. I ain't had any breakfast yet. What we got? Chocolate at all this. We've got Terry's chocolate orange, Buenos, Yorkie, Rolo, Munchies, fried chocolate cream. I remember that when I was a kid. That was quite famous when I was a kid, that was. It was on the telly adverts all the time in the 70s.
Oh, wow.
Time Out, Wafer, Rolos, Turkish Delight, Dime Bar,
Only,
Snickers, Toffee Crisp,
only one I recognize so far.
Aero, Flake. You don't have these over there, do you?
No, we have the Rolo.
You have the Rolo.
That's the only one I recognize.
You don't recognise that?
No,
Lion Bar.
no. No. Dame?
Yeah,
Is that what
they
that
used
is,
to be
Dame?
called Dime Bars. There never used to be an A in it. It was Dime, but they changed the name. Munchies?
No.
These were developed for stoners in the 70s or whatever, you know, people that were smoking blow.
we have Nestle products, but yeah.
They were called Munchies for a reason. Why
Why
not?
no. That looks good. I like the caramel. We don't have that.
What, that?
Yeah, that looks good.
Kinder. And then you got Fry's chocolate cream.
Okay, no. We have a Fry's grocery store.
Yorkie,
Those were dogs.
right?
No, we don't have
Cadbury's Dairy Milk. You must have that.
those. No.
Most of your chocolate's Hershey's, isn't it?
Well, we have Cadbury's and we have Nestle, but we don't have
Right.
the brands. Chocolate orange, no. Maybe I just need to go to the grocery store more. Time Out wafer, no. Time Out.
This has been around since we had, remember the adverts of these in the 60s and 70s?
Yeah, no.
Cadbury's Flake. The crumbliest chocolate. Ain't Turkish Delight?
I've heard of those.
Right. Aero.
You know what? That I'm going to say yes, because I think I recognize Arrow. Yeah.
It's the one with all the bubbles. I grew up with this as a kid.
Okay. Maybe.
And this one, this made
There we
us
go.
all angry as kids.
That's Mars. Yep. Snickers.
Yeah.
That's my favorite candy bar in the world.
Right, they made us all angry as kids. We was really angry growing up as kids because they changed the name. It was called Marathon. Marathon. Exactly the same chocolate, but it was called Marathon. And then all of a sudden they changed it to Snickers.
Yeah, because Marathon. I think Marathon was the name of the company.
And we
I
didn't
believe
like
it's
it.
Mars now. Okay, no.
No, Toffee Crisp. One of our favourites. Kit Kat.
We have Kit Kat, but we have the Kit Kat. In 99% of it's just the one flavor, the chocolate with the wafer, nothing else.
Yeah, this is the same. It's just a chunky one they
And
made.
you guys in Europe especially get Kit Kat and all kinds of flavors, all kinds of stuff.
And Picnic.
No.
No?
No, we have stuff like Three Musketeers and Butterfinger and Snickers and Mars Bar and
Yeah.
Payday and what's the one?
Well,
Almond Joy and yeah.
I'm going to notch one of them now, I am.
I want to see that caramel one. Do you like caramel? Which one?
That's, yeah. That's sort of a light one, that is. Bueno. It's like, it's really...
Is that just little chunks of chocolate with caramel in the center? Oh, that looks cool. Good deal.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's just like the Rolo then. Like a different version of the Rolo. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's been a
That
Snickers
was
all my
almost a
life.
national outcry, that was. Change it, yeah.
It's been a Snickers all my life.
If anybody remembers that, that was almost a national outcry. We hated it.
Yeah. I remember as a child going to the store and getting a Snickers. Yeah. 35 cents or something. Oh, it's hazelnut. Okay, Ron.
Yeah. And I got another one.
That's even better. Another package?
Mm.
Oh,
I got another package.
but Ron's sitting down there all alone.
I'm lucky boy today.
Oh, Disney says Snickers aren't the same here. That Snickers there has the same exact logo and wrapper on it that our Snickers does. But
Right.
it should be a chocolate candy bar with nuts, caramel, and a nougat in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, same thing.
What did you call it?
Snickers. Oh,
No,
nougat.
the other bit.
Nougat. The
Nugget.
creamy nougat.
Nugget.
No, a nugget's a chunk of something. A nougat is a cream filling.
I know.
Nougat.
A lot of people pronounce that one differently. A lot of ways of pronouncing it is nougat or something like that.
Nougat. Yeah, I'm not
I'll
sure.
just call it nugget.
Nugget. It's a nugget of stuff in the bottom of my Snickers. I enjoy Snickers.
Right, so what's this? Oh.
Butterfingers as a kid too. There's more, isn't there?
Oh. You want to see what I've got in this one?
No, because I'm getting hungry.
Well, it's too much to even show you.
Trick or treat.
We've got sherbet dips.
Can you show that again, John? John.
Jazzles.
I'll bring it up. Hold on. Is that? Oh, look at.
Oh, well done, John. That's a Bocchia. 2011 Olympics.
That's the Olympics? Okay. Nice.
So any Olympic coin is actually quite a result, even when you go finding things like
Thank you, John.
cycling and archery, which people would have thrown away a couple of years ago, but they're hard to find now. Chocolate coins, sherbets. Do you think Rebecca thinks I need a bit of sugar?
Or she's trying to kill you slowly.
Hundreds and hundreds of sweeties.
Wow.
Love Arts. Remember the Love Arts? I remember them when I was a kid. That's mental.
It is mental.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. That's lovely, that is.
She even sent it in a coffee box or a candy box.
Yeah. Gotta say thank you. Cool. Bit of chocolate for breakfast, you can't beat it.
Nuh-uh. When else are you supposed to eat it? Alright, let's see if I can get this to work.
Sue, are you watching still? Sue, is Scott's channel, has he got a name for his channel, or is it just Scott Donaldson? I can't remember.
I think it's Scott's Coins.
Is it Scott's Coins?
I believe it's Scott's Coins. Scott Coins without the second S.
Or was that the S? Scott's Coins, that's it. There was a reason why I wanted to ask that. Now it's gone out of my head.
There was a reason I can't remember.
Yeah. What's that? That's the Statue of Liberty on $1.
Yeah, that's one of the dollar presidential coins. See, you
Oh,
got me
okay.
flipping.
Who is that?
And I can't use the phone through the gloves, so I have to tear the fingertip off.
You can't what?
It's Andrew Johnson.
Andrew Johnson.
Oh, my phone won't focus. The focus won't work with the gloves on, so I had to tear the tip of a glove off so I could focus.
Oh, I see what you mean. Do you like double deckers, Ian? There ain't much chocolate I don't like, except when it's got orange cream or strawberry cream. That's mixed department. Oh, that's your H. Nice. I like those presidential dollars. See, that would be a good range to do, is to stamp the presidential dollars, TGBCH. That would mean getting 1,000 of each American president. $1,000.
That's of each of 50. Or no,
Yeah.
there's 40. I think there's 41 of those coins. I don't remember now off the top of my head, but
Which is why the possibilities for us are endless.
oops, I got the camera upside down and backwards, so it's hard to. I like the backs of these. I really like that one.
I think we might have to do another giveaway, you know, because we only done.
We've done 2.
Oh, we've done 2.
Yep.
Yeah, we do. That's right. Beginning, middle, and end. United States dollar. That one is.
This is a 2000 Sacagawea. I need to find some of the 2009 Sacagaweas. There's a series of the Native Americans that I haven't seen yet.
Okay, we've got one. I think.
Yes. Yeah.
That I bought.
This one's really well used. I had a stack of the presidents up here, but I don't see them. I must have put them away.
Oh, channel of the week, by the way, is I should be talking about that as well. That's Bungle.
Yes.
Bungle Collects Coins is our channel of the week, so he's being promoted all week. And when we do a channel of the week, it is important to say that nobody pays us for that. That is us deciding who we think deserves a mention. And so far we've had Steve Fraser, Dragon Lord Coins, Hannah's Coins, Scott, and I've forgotten else. I know there's been a couple of others. So how many presidents have you collected yourself, Butch?
I've probably got 50 bucks worth of the coins. So about 50 of them. And that's probably
Right.
only about 10 or 12 of the presidents.
Oh, wow.
So it's not very many.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
thank you,
naughty,
Jodis.
Judith.
Aww.
Judith, that's naughty, that is, because he only gets one treat a day. Just one a day he gets. And that's not until about 8:30, 9 o'clock is when he's supposed to get it.
Aww.
And
What
you
the
lot have
fuck?
already, you've already started getting me breaking the rules by giving it to him at 7:30 and 8 o'clock and all that. Now Judith wants one at 21 in the afternoon. He is going to love you. How can I not do it for you? He's going to love you. Come on then. Does anybody else want to see Casper have a treat?
You want to see Casper have a treat? Say yes.
We're disturbing him, right?
Type in yes. I'm sure he'll forgive us.
There he is. We're disturbing him asleep on my bed. Do you want a treat? Casper, do you want a treat? Yeah, Judith bought you a treat.
Aww.
Okay. Come on then. Sometimes I leave the door open by accident in the morning because I'm busy and I get on and I come on the live etc. And because I've left the door open, it's straight in there. Not a ferret up a drain pipe is. Right.
I think you were supposed to stay, wasn't?
I know, you're confused. Because it's the middle of the day, isn't it? Isn't it? Now I'm going to put it down and you're not going to touch it for a minute. Because I've got to decide how we're going to do this. Because normally what happens is we normally don't let him have it until someone sends in a super chat to let him have it. But now the super chats come in before he's even had a chance to show a bit of patience. Butch,
Yes.
if you just stop those scrolling words for a minute.
Oh.
And then you'll be able to see the actual treat. There it is.
There we go.
I know that Judith has bought you a treat, but we still have to exercise a little bit of patience and show everybody how good you really are. That it can be sitting in front of you and you won't touch it, even though you're gagging. Go on then.
What years do you want for 10 years apart from that? Still want me together? I'm not sending money over there.
No, because you gave me two of those. I've got enough for the moment. They're easy enough. How was that? Was that good? What I should have done, actually, thinking about it. Oh no, isn't he lovely, Judith? He just got such a look on him. And he's so happy. There he is. I don't know if you can see him. Can you see him down in the garden? Am I leaning it forward enough?
Too much. There you go, right there.
He goes off down there and he takes his treat in the garden when he can. You're a naughty girl, you are, Judith. Naughty girl. What I should have done was, being as you did that in advance, I should have said, okay, Judith, tell me how many seconds. And then we'd have made him wait. I don't like to give him too many treats. It's not because I'm tight or anything. It's just that shepherds, regardless of what breed, ordinary shepherd, white shepherd, whatever, they do have sensitive stomachs. Oh, that's one of the Falklands ones. Excuse me.
Get the little shiny to cross it.
Yeah.
Uh,
I love them coins. I think they're really good. The old Warra Fox. It's you know, they're a nice coin, and there's just enough space under the tummy to get the letter.
yeah. This one's H. Nice, good, sharp impression too.
It is. It is. There are some coins that are not brilliant, but and there are others that, you know, they're just a really good impression. It's almost like some coins you can see, you know, people have taken, the people that are in the engraving section or whatever that make them have taken care over, and some they just haven't. Yeah, not my favourite design, that. $2017. It's a good one to have though, that is, Butch, because they only made 1.8 million for circulation, I think.
Oh, nice.
That's actually rarer than the puddle duck, even though the puddle duck is more expensive than that coin. That coin is rarer.
Oh, here's. I don't know why I had that in the wrong pile. I thought that one had a stamp on it. Here's the
No, not
Britannia
that
with
one.
the stamp.
That would be a 2008, that one.
Yep. Yep.
Casper's gone off to see his other best friend now. You can see John's hand in his left hand, look. There we go, there's Casper. He goes from one to the other. He comes and gets fuss off me. Then he goes over and gets fuss off John. And then he'll go and have a sleep.
You can't see the reflection of my shirt in it. That's what the orange is.
Oh, right, that's what the orange glow is.
Yeah.
What's the city buildings and that you've put on as the picture behind? What city is that?
I thought it was the London skyline.
Oh, okay, I didn't recognise it as such.
Maybe it's not.
No, I'll have a look in a bit then.
Let's see if I can. I can't pull it up without minimizing us. Hold on. Here, have a look.
At the shard. Can you for Casper?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know where that is. It might be London. Cool, if it's London, it'll have changed.
Steve Fraser said nice shot of London last week, so I'm hoping that I downloaded the right one.
Yeah. Looks like London, says Jack.
Okay. Good.
And we've also had some of you have come along and joined the Patreon again. So our Patreon subscriber base is going up, which is great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're getting there slowly. Getting there slowly is better than not getting there at all. Getting there slowly is nice.
The phone doesn't work as a microscope.
No, we can see that. What is that though? It's like a little shield thing.
It's a. I can't get it to.
It's almost like a mini shield. That's not our stamp, is it?
No, it's Bailiwick.
Ah, that's a Guernsey. That's right.
Of Guernsey, yeah. And I think, yeah, I can't see the shield, so that's what I was trying to see.
Oh, that'll be the Guernsey shield, I should think.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't go any closer than this really with this on.
Marco asks how often I update the 50p stock on my site. At the moment, there's not much being updated on the site because we're spending all of our time working and sorting out these COAs and stamping and one thing or another. So, you know, we'll get to it when we get to it, and we'll let people know when we do.
I'm gonna clean up the site over the next couple of days and rearrange some of the products so they'll be easier to find.
Okay, that'd be
So it'll
brilliant.
definitely look like a lot more stocks on there once we get stuff where you can see it better.
Brilliant. That would be brilliant. That's quite a good condition coin, that one. Yeah, that's quite a good condition coin.
I like the flowers.
I think they're the freesia flowers. Fresia.
Yep. Is John trying to talk?
No, John's talking to Kelly.
Oh. All right. What do we got going on next?
Well, we've only got 10 minutes left. Did you know we're out of time already?
Getting close.
Getting close. And we've got 2 more giveaways to do. So if we take our time with the giveaways, the end of stream giveaways, that's our 10 minutes. And remember, if you're a Patreon member, not only are your wins multiplied, but from now on, when you spend money on our site, your purchases, the points that you get for your purchases, at the moment we give you 1 point per pound. Yeah, boom.
Oh, bad timing.
Well, you get 1 point per pound spent. If you're whatever level you are, your points are multiplied. So if you're a $9 member, you'll get 3 times the points every time. And on it goes. Plus, you get a multiplication of your wins. So before we start the draw on this one, what am I going to get you to type? Let's see. So the first person that commented as I was about to think of something was Sue, right? So what I want you to type is, we love Sue, or I love Sue, right? Type that in. Or Ian loves Sue, even. Type that in, right? That's what I want you to type in. And if you type that in and your name is pulled, I'll give you an extra 100 points. Right? So there you are. So, I love Sue, we love Sue, Ian loves Sue, any of those 3, write it down in the chat now. And if your name is called, I will give you an extra 100 points.
7,662 comments.
No, Ian loves Sue is fine, because I know Scott loves Sue, but he's her husband. He's bound to love Sue, isn't he? Let's face it.
There's a 50-50
But Ian loves
chance.
Sue too, just not in the same way Scott loves Sue. But Ian loves Sue in a different way. Ian loves Sue from a customer, friend point of view. Do you know what I mean? Not to be confused with Scott. Yeah, that'll do. What he says, everybody loves Sue. That'll do. Just to let Sue know that we keep sending love and love out the buckets. Right then. Are we ready? Has everybody typed? Just one each, remember, including you, Sue. One each. And That's it. She has. Right, so everybody's done it. Just do it once. That way we don't have to look through loads and loads and loads. Ready when you are, Butch. Hit the button, hit the button. Pick me, pick me, pick me.
All right. This for everybody is a rollover of 1,800 points.
1,800 points.
Ron M. Say,
Ron
here
M.
I am.
He's not here. He went home. Ron.
He went on.
He went home.
Let's give him 60 seconds just in case.
Yeah, I know. Come on, Ron. 1M. There he is. Thank you, Ron. So, there you go. So, yes. You don't know his name, though, do you?
Yeah, I got Ron taken care of.
Have you?
Yep.
Oh, cool. I always get confused with.
Getting confused with who?
I always get confused with Ron, and he always has to text me, and then he texts me, and I go, "Oh yeah,
Oh,
I know
yeah.
it is now."
Me and him have done some trades, so yeah.
Oh, cool.
And he
All
did
right.
mention Love Sue up above, so I'm even giving him an extra 100, so that's 1,900 points.
Just felt like it, Sue. That's all. Just felt like it. Just felt like giving a bit of love. And as I looked at the screen, it just so happened you was the first comment that I saw.
All right. So
That's
tomorrow it will be starting at 1,000.
Right. So tomorrow we start at 1,000 points. We have a new jackpot.
And he is our first winner of the day.
That's great. Thanks, Angela. See that? Angela's sending me something through the post that's coming. So that's brilliant.
Very nice.
And for Angela and Kazoo. And so next one is we're going to do a Patreon draw. We don't ask you to say anything for the Patreon draw because you may not want to tell people that you are a Patreon member, you see. So that's why we're not saying I ain't been picking a word for the Patreon draw. Okay, so we'll just get straight on with it, and it's going to pick me anyway.
Yay. A1 collects.
A1 collectors.
And he is a Patreon member. But is he still in here?
Is he here? $60 seconds, A1.
Come on, that's times 3, so that would be 3,300 points.
3,300 points on the line for you, A1.
He is a times 3 member.
This is why it's worthwhile being a Patreon member, because if you happen to be online and you're a Patreon member, wallop. 3 times Patreon member at the moment is $9. Here he is. He's there. You know who A1 is, because I do.
Here. All right, we gave them both away at the end. So we're going to start fresh tomorrow with them both.
Bonus times 3. Right, now I'm sure as we go along we might change things about, and at some point in the future if we get busier or if there's too many points going out, then we might bring it down a bit, you know. But for the moment, get in because it is well worth it. Because he signed up to the $9 a month, he got an extra 2,200 points. That's 22 quid. That's paid for his Patreon membership for 3 months. On top of the ordinary win. So worth having.
All right. Congratulations, guys.
So that starts off at 1,000. So when we come back tomorrow, the pots start off at 1,000 again, and we'll have. It seems to be we're not gonna specifically say we're going to have them all the time, but it seems to be about 6 draws a day we're having. We seem to have one of each when we start, one of each halfway through, and one of each at the end. at the moment, we'll stick to that, and we'll suck it, and we'll see if we like the taste or not. Those of you that are getting into the Discord, you know, you catch up with Butcher on the Discord.
Should be a link in the description.
There's a link in the description for that. Did you write my win near the beginning? I should have 2,600 points, Abby. Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is written down, so we had 3 wins today. I do have it written down. I didn't look at my list.
Cool. Okay, so yours will be done in a minute when we come off the stream, Soundwave Man. I would say that all the people that are expecting points, which is Soundwave Man, that's 1. Gary lost. Kian lost.
Paul
Ron M1.
Anyone?
2. Paul Radford lost. And A1 won. So that was 3. So yeah, 3 winners today.
And Ron M got the bonus of 100.
And Ron M got a bonus of 100 as well because he left a comment. So we've had 3 winners, and you lot won 3 times today, and Team TGBCH won 3 times today. So an even score.
Yay!
Yay. I want to see Team TGBCH win 6-0. That's what I want to see. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. It's been a fun day.
Any last words, John? We're just going off. All right, then.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. And everybody remember, let Ian do his job. That's all. Everybody remember that. Let Ian do his job. Everybody else does theirs. And you lot customers, you do your job and just be customers having fun. That's your job. Right? That's all you're supposed to come here and do. Be customers and have some fun. So you do your job, I'll do mine, everybody else does theirs. Nice one.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.